Good morning and welcome back to the channel, folks. Really do appreciate being there. You betcha. Today is another episode of Sourcing Fodder. Now today we're doing something a little bit different. I've actually just dropped Carla off at the airport. She's gone back to the Philippines for a few months just to catch up with family. It's been a few years since she's been home. So I'm on the way home. I got to go by Savers in Footscray and pick up something from my mate Dom. Appreciate you, mate. I'm going to have a little thrift around, and then on the way home I'm going to do a thrift, and you'll be seeing this video the day that I did it, so which is pretty exciting. So let's make it happen. Let's go to Savers. Here's a bit of action already. Hopped out in this guy's on the side of the car. What a ripper. He's a monster. Look who it is, Dominic, my man. So he's just got me some goodies here, and now we're gonna go do his morning Savers trip.
Let's do it, bro.
Probably won't find anything. All right, team, first session is done. First Opshop for the day, or the Savers. All right, so I paid about $36, $36.40 I think it was, and I came out with 10 items. That's about $3.60 each. Got some books, got some toys, got a few little different things in there. Of course, I'll take you through it later. Now we're heading back home to Cranbourne. I don't actually have any chippies with me today because I bought them with me to eat today, but last night Carla and I, while we were binge watching Game of Thrones before she left, we finished them all. So this is just a quick shout out to Matt's What I Am. These cheesy garlic bread chips were the bomb, mate. They were so good, so I really do appreciate it. We're gonna head back home now, and I'm gonna do some thrifting along the way, so I'll see you in the next shop. Let's do it. Alright team, that was quite a big spend. They did a pretty dodgy receipt though. However, I spent $70, and I think I've walked away with the print. I'm gonna have to count it, give me a second. Looks like 24 books for 70 bucks. So I have paid up. However, I'm pretty happy with this because there's a bundle in there, the Floods, which you usually get about 50 bucks for, maybe 40. And there's a few other sets in there which should also get 40. So there'll be pretty much plenty of room for gravy on top, so not too bad at all. All right, next stop, let's see what we can get. How's it going? All right, team, number 3 done, or I guess number 2 Opshop, and I've come out with, I think it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 items. I've got those 3 volumes of Young Indiana Jones, which is just incredible, and I've paid a total of $26 for those 3 and the Mr. Potato Head, which I'll show you later, and also a couple of books. So excuse me, those Young Indiana Jones, they should get me close to 99 bucks, I reckon. All seem to be pretty good. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Not really going to complain at all. It's been pretty good so far. We'll see how we continue to progress. Next up is a Vinnie's. I've also got to do a click and collect, pick up some Pokemon cards for the live stream tonight. And yeah, let's see what's next. All right, Vinnie's done. Wasn't a big pickup, but I tell you, I'm still surprised. I spent $5, got a pair of Levi's 505s. Now, what surprises me is they've got things in there, and look, I understand it that they're trying to get some good money for different things, but they got those comics for $100 a bag. There's 2 bags. They're not worth that much, right? And then we've got Levi's, which, you know, they got at $5, which is a pretty good price for Levi's. So it's just all over the place, but I mean, I'm not complaining. I mean, I still get a good deal, but it's just weird how they price those different things. But then again, I also understand that the jeans are a necessity, and the comics, those books that we saw are, you know, they're not, they're collectibles. So yeah, it's always interesting, always interesting. you never know what you're going to get. Right, next up we have a trip to a click and collect. Might grab a coffee and a cheeky donut, and then yeah, then we're off to a couple more shops, so let's make it happen. Alright team, we got a coffee and a cheeky donut, and they actually gave me some extras. I got 3, so I would offer to give you one, but obviously you can't take it, but I'm going to enjoy it. Poor Carla. Usually I'd be sharing this with her, but she's not here, so sorry, babe. Alright, we've got 2 more to go, then we're done. How's it going? Good, thank you. Alright team, there was nothing in there, which, you know, look, it's not too bad. I've been spending a fair bit today already, so can't really complain. Can't have it every shop. That's okay. We've got 1 more to go, assuming they're open, and yeah, then it's time to actually go home and actually edit this video to make sure you guys can be watching it right now. Is that weird because I'm saying this and it's in the past, but now it's in the future, but at the moment it's neither? Is that weird? It's the present, so yeah. All right, let's do this. All right, that's it team. That's all over, Red Rover. As you saw there, I got a shoebox of Blu-rays. Look, they had held it for me knowing that I like to pick up the Blu-rays there, and that did me a good deal. There was 17 there and I paid 15 bucks, so I'm happy with that, less than $1 each. Not that I need Blu-rays, but they're all in very good condition. Practically new, to be honest. So yeah, I took them, why not? And I'll make a few dollars here and there, just help tick over with the rest of the DVDs and Blu-rays. So hey, in order to make money, you gotta have the stock, so just let it continue to tick on over. All right team, well that is it. I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna take you through what we have got today. Look, this is the reality of it. Sometimes you're gonna get really good, and I think I've done really good today. We'll see how that comes out. Of course, when I go to take you through all this, I'm not going to be able to tell you what's sold because it's coming out today. At the time of this video, it's literally, I've literally just gotten home and finished it. So, but what I will give you is an estimate of what I believe I can make from this. Now, when I talk about, oh, this is how much money I'm going to make from it, the profit and, you know, revenue and all that jazz, look, I do talk about revenue. This is cash flow. It's not profit, right? And I get frustrated, very frustrated when people say, oh, you know, I made $100 from this deal, and, you know, but that's not including, they have to take out the fees, they have to take postage costs and all that jazz. And yes, it's $100 cash flow. And I think there's some really important things that you need to keep in mind when it comes to, you know, selling on eBay, because the reality is, yeah, I'm going to have all these items. Let's say there's $300 worth there of value. Yeah, I'm going to have to sell it, get the $300, but profit-wise, I'll probably walk away with 50% of that kind of thing after fees and all that jazz, depending on what the items are. So I'll have a better look when I get home of how much everything's worth, and I'll give you an estimate of what I believe that is worth, right? So let's not get, yeah, don't be mistaken that when I say the total value of this or potential revenue is X, Y, Z, that's not profit. It's probably about 50% of that. That's what my margin is. And then there's even additional costs on top of that that come out after that on a monthly basis, such as rent for the storage unit, other costs, fuel, etc, etc. So a little bit of a rant there, a little bit of a me just going on about it, but yeah, I just wanted to make sure that's super clear. All right, let's dive into it. And we're back, and this is everything that we've got. Not too bad. This one and this one is actually what I got from Dominic when I met up at the start. Didn't get to show it, but this bad boy should be a nice little, quick little flip. And can't remember how much I paid for this. We did pay out for this 15 bucks back in the day. He's been holding on to that one for a while. I reckon I should be able to turn that one into $40 to $60 depending on location. This has been definitely the bolo for today. These guys should get me about $100, $110. I've got a whole different range of books here. This one should be a quick 20. This one should be about 15, 16. That bundle there should be about $30. Not sure on this one, haven't even looked it up. It was $2, which was pretty cheap. I reckon I'll get $30 for that. We've got After the King. I think that should get it between $20 and $30. This little bundle here, the full set, which is usually 4 or 5, I think, usually gets around 45. So I reckon I get 30 for that. This bundle here, look, they're not in order, so usually they go for about $160 the full set. I reckon I'll get probably on average $20 a book. If I sell them all together, I might be able to get 50 or 60. A couple of mangas. These usually go between $15 and $20 each. And we've got a couple of just 50-cent books. They're just bread and butter. They're not going to be much. This guy should do me a quick 25, 24. The Floods should be around $40. These guys, never done these before, but I always forget their name. But bundled up, I reckon I'll get $30 to $40 for those. This should be about $30 to $40. These DVDs, look, I mean, these Blu-rays actually. I sell my Blu-rays for about $12.97 each. There's 17 here. I reckon there's about, jeepers, there's probably $150 at least there. This guy, I don't even know if I'm going to be selling him. He might just be for the nephews or just for lols. And he's actually for my own collection. So these, so yeah, not too bad. All in all, you can see how much I have spent in terms of what I believe all this is going to bring in revenue wise. As I said, there's probably about $100 here, and there's probably $50 there. There's $150 there. I think it all up, I should be looking hopefully close to the $400 mark in revenue. That's not profit, that's revenue. But it might actually be closer to the 600 mark. So we're going to go somewhere in between those two. I'm pretty happy with all this. Not too bad. Now what I'm going to do is take some photos, get it ready for packing and taking them to the storage unit. Really do appreciate you being here. If you do have any questions, comments, thoughts, chuck them down below in the comments. More than happy to continue the conversation. And if you haven't checked out my live stream that came out just after this video, jump over there. I do live streams usually every Wednesday, 8:30, and that's a chance to do some giveaways with you guys and just hang out and have some fun. So appreciate you. You have a wonderful day. Cheers.